let's suppose you want to use your coaching skills to help a colleague who is in conflict with somebody. So there are various things you can do. The first thing is to use your listening skills, of course. Somebody who's in conflict with another person is highly stimulated emotionally, and they might be upset or they might be angry. Whatever the case, they might need some time to vent. So if you want to help somebody who's in a conflict situation, you also have to come equipped with a little bit of patience and some good listening skills. So the first step would be to let them tell you the situation or vent or complain, whatever it may be, until the emotional level comes down a little bit. And this might take 1 or 2 conversations. And the next thing you'll do is to ask them what it is that is bothering them in this story. And they might give you a first version. What's bothering me is, and a very superficial transactional response, for example. What's bothering me is that they didn't let me speak first at the meeting. Or what's bothering me is that they gave me an office that I don't like. And so help the person to understand what it is really about this, what is beneath, what is the real value that is being offended. And that will help them calm down a little bit and see the meaning, the true meaning of what they're upset about. The next thing you would ask your colleague, if they're ready for it, you really have to follow their pace. If they have calmed down a little bit, you might ask them, so, what do you want out of this? And you'll be surprised, sometimes they might say, nothing really, I just feel better because I got it off my chest, thanks for listening, okay? And otherwise, they might have a real desired outcome, which is related to the value they have discovered that is beneath this, that is underlying this conflict. And so they might say, well, I need more recognition, I need more respect. I want them to give me a little bit more autonomy in the way I do my work. These are things that are more related to values and are not really transactional. And once I've identified what they want, what would you like to do? And what help do you need? And get them more into an action mode. So these are really the 3 exploratory phases. Well, after having letting them vent a little bit, you have to be patient. Then you ask them what is really bothering them, what's underneath this conflict, what's really hurting them, and what it is they would like as an outcome. And lastly, what do they need to move ahead? And maybe you might offer your help at that point, or you might to point them to somebody else that could help in establishing this dialogue. This somebody else could be another colleague or maybe even a mediator in your organization. So the idea of using coaching in conflict is really to help bring down the level of emotions and to enable a person to not be so fearful about actually tackling the conflict and eventually finding a solution.